Hi everyone, welcome to today's class. So there was a lot of question on the sample resume, right? So everyone is asking, is there any kind of sample resume is there where we can prepare our resume or where we can take the reference of? So we have prepared a sample resume for experienced persons. Okay, maybe in some days we'll be having one sample resume for the fresher format. We'll be creating one sample resume for that one. So here in the website you can find the sample resume. So how you can find it? You can just come to the website. Here you can come to the digital product and inside the digital product here you will be finding the sample resume. Okay, so sample resume you can click on this free and you can download this one. Okay, so just click on this one and you will be able to view. Okay, and you can be able to download this also. Okay, so let us understand how you can use this template for your resume preparation. Okay, this is a simple resume. You can also find, let's say, some of the sample format. How you can find the sample format? You can just go to, let's say, Google, and here type SAP sample resume. Okay, for fresher or for you can search anything. Okay, for functional consultant, let's say. So here you can see some of the formats. Okay, the all of the things are, I believe it is a paid kind of thing. You have to log in, you have to pay something to them, but here you can find some of the formats. Okay, here you can find some of the formats. So this is basically a format, but you can't do download or anything, you cannot do it. So you can only see from here. Okay, some formats you can see it. Okay, so we'll not go to there. So see, this is a sample format can be, you can modify this format or you can just take the, let's say, content from this one. Okay, you can prepare your own resume. That is better to prepare. And everyone, this is a let's say suggestion, you need to prepare your own resume. Don't copy it from somewhere, because see, whenever you write something inside your resume and you are all preparing it, so you will be able to recall like what kind of things you have mentioned in your resume. So your interview will happen from your resume only. Okay, so whatever you are writing in your resume, that will be asked in the interview. So it is not like any different company will ask you different question. Definitely they will ask you different question based on their requirement, but basically they will ask you based on your profile itself. Okay, so basic thing is that. So basically how you can use it, so see, here you can put your name. Okay, and here India I have written, or you can mention your let's say your contact number, your email ID, you can put everything here. Okay, you can put it here. Next, here you can put your education. You can put languages, what kind of languages you know. So those kind of things you can put over here. So here you can see it as a profile, or you can mention it as a summary section also. Okay. So here you can put whatever experience you are having. Let's say you are from SAP WM, EWM, or let's say ST, FICO, any kind of background you are having. So you can just put those kind of things in here. Okay, so you can put those kind of things here. So this would be the first line. Okay, if in your profile, this should be a profile or summary. This should be your first line, like what is your background and what is the total years of experience. So I put it on bracket, so you can just mention what kind of experience do you have. You can put it over there, and what kind of projects you have worked on. Let's say implementation, support, testing, rollout, what kind of things you have worked on. You can put it like that. Okay, then you can mention what kind of exposure you are having. Okay, which kind of industry you have worked on. Let's say you are working in a pharma sector, or you are working in let's say telecom sector, or you are working in let's say automobile, or any kind of sectors you are working. You can just put your sector over there. Okay, not a like mandatory one, but it is fine. Okay, if someone is asking for let's say pharma industry experience is needed, so for those kind of thing you can put your, let's say, industry experience. Then you can mention tools like supported tools for SAP. Okay, there are some ticketing tools are there. There are some testing tools are there. There are certain let's say um, certain other tools are also there. Okay, so whichever tools you have worked on, you can just mention it. Okay, you can mention it also like I have worked on let's say tool experience like Teams or let's say I have the experience of let's say ServiceNow or let's say you have worked on the Azure. So those kind of things you can mention what kind of extra tools you have worked on. Okay, so that is also important. So how much implementation experience is there? How many implementation experience they are there? You can just put it over here. Okay, how much implementation or support project. So here I have mentioned this ASAP methodology. So here you can maintain, let's say Activate also you can maintain, or you can maintain Rise with S4HANA. So you can mention anything you want, you can put over here. Okay, so here there are a couple of things are there. Let's say which kind of area you have worked on. Let's say this organization structure, master data setup, special procurement, release strategy, pricing, batch management, valuation, and inventory management, account determination. So whatever area you have worked on, you can just mention it over here. Okay, then let's say interfaces. Okay, so as of now, you might have known like there are a lot of questions have been asked, or there is a lot of requirement on the interface process. Okay, many of the interview they are asking on the interface, so you can also mention the interface. So based on these keywords or key points, let's say this implementation, support, and years of experience, and let's say this interfaces, let's say this master data, procurement, release strategy. So these are the triggering point of your resume. Okay. So based on this only, let's say the HRs will be screening the resume. Okay. Years of experience. Okay. Implementation, support project, interfaces, these kind of things, they will be looking into it. Okay. So those kind of things will trigger your, let's say, a resume for the recruiter. Okay, now you can mention if you have completed some of the certification also, you can mention that. If you have completed some of the training, let's say any kind of trainings will be there, so you can just mention that one. Okay, let's say you are doing some training from the open SAP, or you are doing some training from somewhere, so you can mention that also, not a problem. Okay, so that is also you can mention. Okay, so key skills you can put, let's say if you are having multiple skills, let's say if you are working in SAP, MM, WM, EWM, SD, FICO, let's say you are working in multiple modules. So you can mention that multiple skills over here. Okay, multiple module skills over here. Next comes to your work experience. So work experience, you can put it your experiences in a reverse chronology. Okay, reverse way we can put it. So most recent one you will be putting on the top, then you have to put it on a reverse order. Okay, so I have here just put two experiences. Okay, two kind of project. One is a, let's say, support project, one is a implementation project. Okay, so you need to check like you can mention whatever experiences you are having, you can just mention that one, but do check whatever, let's say, activities here you are mentioning, responsibility activities what you are mentioning, that needs to be there in the support project. Means it should be the support project activity should be there, and whatever things you are mentioning in the implementation project, it should match with the roles and responsibility you are mentioning over here. Okay, so these are the sample things you can check. Okay, or if any addition you have worked on any additional things also, you can mention it over here. But I believe I have taken on the all the common point that we can mention. So you can use this one also, or if it is needed, you can add some extra points also. Let's say you have worked on any team, or you have handled any team, you have given any info, let's say direction to the team, or you are handling some other processes inside the, let's say, implementation or support project. So those kind of things you can mention it over here also. Okay, so this is basically you can put your work experience. After that, it is up to you if you are putting the let's say educational background, but I have given the education in here itself. Okay, but if you need, you can put the educational, let's say academics, you can put it over here. Mostly it will be not required. Okay, so if you want to add it, if you have some space, you can add it. Then last comes your let's say declaration part. So declaration you can copy it from, let's say just Google it for the declaration on the resume and copy it from there, put it over here. Okay, declaration. Right now if you are putting a declaration is also fine, if you are not putting also, that is also fine. Okay, so this is basically your resume will look like, okay, for experience profile. Okay, so that will be enough. You know, there is no need of putting, let's say, personal information like my date of birth, my name, my father's name, mother's name. So this is not required. Don't put into it because this is a common file. It is accessed by everyone. So maybe someone will use that information. So don't put it over there. So those kind of information, it can be taken by your HR. So when HR is calling, they will be asking you, let's say, certain details for your date of birth, or let's say your PAN card number, your Aadhaar card number. They will be asking those kind of things. So that is fine to give them. That is okay. Okay, but don't put in a open platform or open. Don't put it in the resume section. Okay, it might be misused. Okay, so that is all about your resume. So I believe this will be helpful for all of you to create your resume. Okay, so you can copy the format. So don't copy everything, just copy the format or just look what kind of let's say pointers are there. So you can make your own resume, make your own format. So this is a sample format. You can use your own format also. Okay, so sample also means a simple format also you can give in the header section. You can put your name, your profile name, let's say SAPMM consultant or SAPMM. You can put your name, your email ID, your phone number, that also is possible. You can put it. Okay, so there is no hard and fast rule for this one. This is a sample kind of thing, just for your reference, just for your information, what kind of things should be there in your resume, what kind of things should be in your support project, what kind of things should be in your implementation project. So this will be there. Okay, so just check this one, and I believe this will be helpful for all of you. Okay, so that's it for today. If you are having any questions, any doubt, you can just ask in the comment section, or you can directly ping me on WhatsApp also. Okay, so here you can find in the website, actually you get all the information. Okay, if you want to connect with me directly, you can click on this contact us and you'll be directly reaching out to my WhatsApp inbox. Okay, so directly you can go there and you can reach out to me. Any questions, any doubts, you can just connect with me by this one. Okay, so that's it for today. We'll meet up again on the next class. Till then, bye bye and take care.